guys, Miss John here. You've been doing a ton of speed and velocity calculations, so we gotta throw a little bit more at you. When you look at number 9 down here, number 9 says, hint, this requires a conversion to get started. So remember, conversion is when you go from one unit to another. So units are really important. We've been putting them on all of our numbers, all of our answers, and we're gonna see kind of why that happens here. So our scenario says a girl is pedaling her bicycle at a velocity of 0.10 kilometers per minute northeast. How far northeast will she travel in 2 hours? So this problem, I see my question word is how. So I'm looking at how far northeast will she travel? So when I am going to answer the questions how far, I'm going to answer with a distance. Like, how far do I live from Kennedy? 35 miles, right? So distance equals, and distance should be a lowercase d. And then I need to find, what does distance equal? So I'm going to go back up to the top of this document where I have my triangle. So the triangle here, remember, in order to use it, you cover up what you have or what you're trying to find. So in this case, distance. And what you're left with is your equation. So I'm left with v and t next to each other, which means I'm going to multiply them. So I'm going to take v times t. So in order to solve this problem, I need a velocity and I need a time. So now I'm going to go back to my problem. It says the girl is bicycling at a velocity of 0.10 kilometers per minute. So 0.10 kilometers per minute. And my time, she's going to travel for 2 hours. Okay. So right away when I'm looking at my problem, I notice that I have kilometers, minutes, and hours. And what I'm going to think is, minutes and hours are not the same thing. And so I need to make them the same. Since the minutes is combined with the kilometers, I'm going to change the 2 hours. So I need to kind of ask myself the question, okay, what do I know about hours and minutes? And I know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So if it was 1 hour, it would be 60 minutes. But it's 2 hours. So I need 2 of those 60 minutes. So I'm going to take 60 times 2, which gives me 120 minutes. So instead of using that 2 hours, I am going to use 120 minutes in my actual problem. Okay, so now I can just plug it in. V equals my velocity, 0.10 kilometers per minute, times my time, 120 minutes. I see that I have a per minute here and a minute on the top here, so those are going to cancel, which means all I'm left with is kilometers. So before I go ahead and do my math, I'm going to ask myself, does it make sense that a distance would be in kilometers? And I would say yes, that's the unit that I would be thinking about. So I've got my phone here. You guys can use your calculator on your computer. Actually, I'll show you that in case you haven't used that yet. So here's my little handy dandy calculator. If you needed to do like square roots and stuff, you can have the big version. Otherwise, for this, we just need the smaller version. I'm going to take 0.10 times 120, and I get 12. So my answer is 12 kilometers. Okay, you guys. I'm going to just start you off on the next problem because what I see is a slightly different conversion. So it says an ant carries food at a velocity of 1 centimeter per second. So I'm going to highlight that. How long will it take the ant to carry a cookie crumb from her kitchen table to the anthill south, a distance of 50 meters? Oh my gosh. So when I see this, I see that I have centimeters in one and meters in the other. And so I'm going to have to do some metric converting back to first trimester here. And anytime we do a metric conversion, we need to have that silly little saying, kids, have died, capital D, by, which is our base, drinking chocolate milk. Make that a little bit bigger there. Okay, so we've got our kids have died by drinking chocolate milk. And we know that we want to, just like in the problem above, we want to convert the one that's by itself. So we want to convert this 50 meters instead of the centimeters, because the centimeters is with another unit. It's just more challenging. So I am starting at meters. Meters is a base. So I'm starting at my base, and I want to get to centimeters. So I'm ending at centimeters. So I'm going to move 1, 2 to the right. Okay, so this is my showing my work. And then I'm going to actually do that on the problem. So my 50 meters equals, okay, so I'm going to take my decimal. If there's no decimal, it's in between the last number and the letter, and I'm going to move it to the right 2. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and those are going to be empty loops. So I need to add 2 zeros, and I end up with 5,000 centimeters, and that is a distance. Okay. So you guys can do the rest of that problem, set it up the same way. What are you going to look for? I've already given you one of the variables, and then work all the way through to your answer. Good luck. Let us know if you have any questions. Always email your teacher. Come into one of our Google Hangouts this week. You don't have to come the whole time. Just drop in for a few minutes to ask questions. See you soon.